Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at Cardano, one of the biggest cryptocurrencies by market cap. And I'll give my thoughts on how many Cardano I think you'll need to be a millionaire in this bull run with detailed price predictions. I'll cover Cardano's tokenomics, explain Midnight, Cardano's privacy-focused sidechain, and also look at Cardinal, the DeFi protocol that will enable Bitcoin holders to lend, stake, or even borrow against their assets within the Cardano ecosystem. And if you find this content useful, please be sure to hit the subscribe button to help support the channel. Okay, now let's begin. About Cardano. What is Cardano? Cardano is a decentralized proof-of-stake blockchain which enables transactions to be processed faster and more efficiently, and Cardano's ethos is to be open and transparent. ADA is Cardano's native utility token, which is used for payments and transactions. And ADA was named after a female mathematician, Augusta Ada Lovelace, who was regarded as the world's first programmer. And why I believe Cardano offers great potential is because its mission is to increase blockchain utility and adoption. And its founder, Charles Hoskinson, has a wealth of experience in the crypto sector, having been one of the original founders of the Ethereum blockchain, alongside Vitalik Buterin. But why did Charles leave Ethereum to start Cardano? It was said in the press he left the Ethereum project due to a disagreement over which way to take the company forward. Hoskinson's view was believed to be Ethereum should be a commercial company, whereas Vitalik's view was it should be a non-profit company. Cardano is the first blockchain platform to be built through peer-reviewed research, meaning it goes through a detailed process of being checked and scrutinized by other experts in the field to ensure work is done to the highest level in terms of academic quality. The Cardano mainnet was launched in 2017 and is built by an engineering and research company called Input Output Hong Kong, which was formed by Charles Hoskinson and former Ethereum colleague James Wood. The ADA coin is a digital currency used for payments and transactions within the Cardano blockchain ecosystem, and investors can stake their ADA, which contributes to the stability of the network, and in return receive passive income in the form of ADA staking rewards. The amount of ADA tokens you receive in staking rewards will depend on the staking provider you use, and the total amount of ADA you are staking at the time. What makes Cardano different to other blockchain companies is that it didn't receive any initial venture capital investment when it launched, as the founder believed it was against the blockchain's principles of decentralization, meaning it didn't want to have large investors or companies controlling a large percentage of the Cardano project. And Cardano has an extensive roadmap which outlines its future development for the blockchain, and was set out in 5 phases, which are Byron, Shelley, Gauguin, Basho, and Voltaire. I will go into more detail about the 5 individual development stages in the roadmap section of the video. In 2023, Cardano deployed its Hydra upgrade to enable Layer 2 scalability, which was said to increase transaction throughput and make Cardano a more energy efficient and cheaper blockchain solution. Cardano Supply and Tokenomics. The Cardano network was launched with a total supply of 45 billion tokens and has a current circulating supply of around 35.3 billion tokens. The ADA token is primarily used for staking, transaction fees, and governance, and the diagram shows the initial coin allocation by percentages taken from the Cardano.org website. The initial token distribution of Cardano is as follows. 1.4% is allocated to Cardano Foundation, 57.6% is allocated to initial public sales, 30.9% is allocated to reserves, 5.5% is allocated to Input Output Hong Kong, and finally 4.6% is allocated to Emergo Holdings. What stands out to me about Cardano and makes it appealing to the average investor is that from the initial token offering, it only allocated around 11.5% of the maximum supply to founders and insiders. If we compare this with a similar project Solana allocated around 40% of their token supply to the founders and insiders. This shows that the higher the initial allocation to the founders, the more control they have in the project overall, which, looking at Solana having 40% supply in founders' control, if they were to sell the portion of their tokens, it could massively affect the price in a negative way to the average investor, which is not good. Cardano Midnight. Midnight is a Cardano privacy-focused sidechain being developed by Input Output, the parent company behind Cardano. And what a sidechain is basically a separate blockchain network that connects to the Cardano blockchain, with its main focus being on data protection, with the founder of Cardano saying the launch in November 2025 will be Cardano's single biggest economic event. As mentioned, Midnight can operate independently of Cardano. However, Hoskinson believes it and other connected projects could create billions of dollars of value to the Cardano ecosystem, which will bring music to the ears of Cardano holders. In simple terms, the Midnight project is designed to enable secure, compliant interactions between users and organizations on-chain, and the project is currently in testnet, but is expected to go live on mainnet in November 2025. If all goes according to plan, then Midnight could emerge as a key model for cross-chain privacy that could propel Cardano blockchain forward, which is really needed, I feel, given the competition in the market today. So only time will tell whether this happens or not. Cardano Bitcoin integration. Cardano has launched a new decentralized finance protocol called Cardinal, which has been built specifically to allow Bitcoin holders to participate in Cardano's DeFi ecosystem without the need of using centralized bridges. It basically enables Bitcoin holders to lend, stake or borrow against their assets within the Cardano ecosystem and uses a non-custodial smart contract based method to maintain security and decentralization. The advantage this offers to Cardano is a potential massive boost to their total value locked, which is a key metric for gauging their health and popularity of a DeFi platform. It will do this by increased liquidity, which is important, and for Bitcoin it gives the opportunity to tap into smart contract driven finance, which is something Ethereum has dominated over the past years until now. Cardano Roadmap. Cardano follows an extensive roadmap of 5 developmental phases. Byron is named after Lord Byron, the father of Ada Lovelace. The first version of Cardano is launched to allow users to buy and sell the Ada cryptocurrency. Shelley, it's named after Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein. Cardano launches a decentralized proof-of-stake consensus model where users can stake Ada and earn rewards for helping to secure the network. Goguen, it's named after Joseph Goguen, an American computer scientist and academic. In this stage, Cardano enables smart contract functionality. This was achieved in September 2021 via the Alonzo hard fork or Alonzo upgrade. Basho, it's named after Matsuo Basho, a Japanese poet. In this stage, Cardano optimizes the network speed to improve its scalability and help to increase Cardano's overall capacity. The other benchmark of Basso is the implementation of Hydra, Cardano's advanced layer 2 solution. And finally, Voltaire, it's named after François-Marie Harry, a French philosopher and author. In the last stage, the governance of Cardano is made fully decentralized, whereby Ada holders will be able to decide the future of the network. Key points of Cardano. Cardano has several benefits that make it a great blockchain solution, including strong developer community. Cardano has a strong developer community behind it and is supported all over the world. Energy efficient and secure. The Cardano network is a proof-of-stake blockchain, making it more energy efficient than its proof-of-work blockchain competitors. Decentralized. Cardano has a distributed stake pools that are operated by the community without the reliance of centralized authority. Strong founding team. The founder Charles Hoskinson brings a wealth of experience to Cardano, having already co-founded the hugely successful Ethereum blockchain. How many Cardano to be a millionaire in this bull run? Okay, so before we look at the price predictions for Cardano in this bull run, let's remind ourselves of Cardano's previous all-time high price, which was $3.10. This price gave it a market cap at the time of around 100 billion. With this information about the previous all-time high price, let's now look at the current market cap of one of its main competitors in the space, Ethereum. As we can see, the current market cap of Ethereum is around 307 billion, and I believe that Ethereum will go much higher than this in this remaining bull market. So on the conservative end of my price prediction, and not financial advice, just my opinion, if Cardano was able to increase its market cap to 212 billion in this bull run, then this would give it a price of $6. On the higher range of my price prediction, if Cardano was able to get to a market cap of around 282 billion, which would still put it under Ethereum's current market cap, then this would give it a price of $8. I believe a price of $6 ADA is possible in this bull run. But how many ADA would you need to be a millionaire in this bull run? And it does have a fairly large market cap already, so will require a large investment at this stage of the bull run, as we will see. So using a crypto profit calculator, if we enter the current price and the predicted sell price of $6, we can see it would require an investment of $92,000 at today's price to get to the $1 million mark in this bull run. If we do the same again, but this time set the sell price at the very high end of our price target prediction of $8, you would need an investment of $69,000 at today's price to get to the $1 million mark in this bull run. At the $6 price prediction, you would need to buy around 168,000 ADA tokens, which is an investment of $92,000 at today's price to become a millionaire with ADA in this bull run. At the higher end of our $8 price prediction, you would need to buy around 126,000 ADA tokens, which is an investment of $69,000 at today's price to become a millionaire with ADA in this bull run. Cardano Future Outlook. I believe Cardano's future outlook is looking positive, with the recent announcement of its decentralized finance protocol Cardinal, that will enable Bitcoin holders to lend, stake or borrow against their assets within the Cardano ecosystem. I also like the Cardano Tokenomics, with its founders not controlling a large supply of the ADA token supply, unlike Solana, which keeps it within the wider aim of many blockchains today of being decentralized and not controlled by a centralized authority or company. So with all this said, I think Cardano has a strong development team behind it, and with its development roadmap near completion and the other updates in the pipeline, it has a good opportunity for the future, and I personally will be rooting for it to be successful.